Hello guys, this is Alldaymanon, where all day, every day, we either post a commentary or a tarot reading at 5 p.m. and after UK time. My new mic has not come yet. The company is sending me a new headset because there's a malfunction in my mic apparently. So that is getting sorted. This video, it will not be pitched, I swear. It's like I low-key clocked. I was getting upset, low-key. Let's be a real girly. I'll put a timestamp for when you want to skip if you want to just kind of get into the reading. But I was kind of getting annoyed, like, because of course I'm a human being. I'm like, of course we get annoyed. And then I slowly clocked that you guys also didn't like the text-to-speech. So I'm like, what the flip am I supposed to do? I can't pay £20, 25. It was £10.99 for the first month, and then I think it's $25.99 for every other month after, and that was the text-to-speech I was paying for. And guys, I didn't work in August because the company I was under doesn't provide work during that month, and I don't get paid during that month because I wasn't a permanent time staff. But that's like too much information for you guys. But now I've changed my job, so I got a new job. I'm starting on the 1st of September, so the daily videos are going to stop, guys. But I will say that it's my birthday on the 5th of September, so please wish me a happy birthday. I will actually be so loved. But let's read what this Tumblr request was. I think she or he said, they were talking about my flow reading before, so I'm going to skip that. It says, I would really love a reading on what all the other Western girl groups think about KATSEYE and the individual members. That would be so interesting and spicy. Or more specifically, what does Flo think about KATSEYE and the individual members? Because them constantly mentioning them and doing TikToks with them at Coachella at the height of the Manon situation was kind of side-eye. Like, y'all don't know about the racial mistreatment. Wait, why am I out of breath? Sorry. The racial mistreatment rumors when two of you are biracial blacks and one is a dark-skinned black member. Like, really, even Tyler. But I don't really expect nothing from her because she doesn't even claim to be black. I don't really understand. Like, someone educate me, please, in the comments. Someone educate me, because I do not understand what Tyler was saying. Like, I didn't even understand the whole discourse. Like, racial stuff. Like, that's why I'm very, like, on the racial topics. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be so real. Even though I'm dark-skinned black, I'm very, what is the word? I don't understand it to the point where I should understand it, you know? Like, I get, like, the racial undertones of stuff like that, but of course I have a learning disability. A lot of that stuff does not make sense to me, and I was surrounded by super nice people because I had special needs when I was in school. Like, even in secondary school, like, when I'm looking back, the amount of racist stuff said to me, like, for example, I like anime. I'm a geeky type person. I was called an Oreo because apparently I acted white, and I got told that I can't date Indian people because I need to act my race and date black people. Like, there's a lot of stuff in my life that just does not make sense. A lot of that shit didn't clock to me because, of course, I was like, very naive at the time. But now, because I've grown up, I'm turning 22 soon. I'm more grown up. I wouldn't even call myself an adult. I'm still very naive in certain stuff, but I feel like I need to keep my eyes open and remember that I am black first. People do not like me, like, at the jump because I'm black, you know. But anyway, so I'm going to quickly read out the list of who we're going to be reading on. I've collected the most active and, like, current girl groups. So we have Flo, which has Georgia, Stella, and Renee. GIRLSET, which has Lexi, Camila, Kendall, and Savannah. We have Miss You, which is, by the way, I was going to make a video about them and talk about how they haven't debuted yet, and they are debuting on the September 4th, so I will be reading on them eventually. And I'll listen to their comeback song. I'll do a reaction. So, yeah, with Miss You, we have Sophia, Ines, Haley, and Estella. No, not Estella, sorry. Selena. I'm going to call her Selena because there is an I-L and then Selena. We have Little Mix, which has Perry, Jade, and Leanne. And then we have Say Now, which has Amelia, Maddie, and Yessie. I feel bad because I can't pronounce the names. So we'll have all those. This video is going to be long, by the way. So we have all those members, and we are going to read on each of them. So we're going to go member by member by member. So we'll have let's say we're reading on Manon, and then we'll go through every group and then see how they feel about them. I should look at pictures, but that's going to take so long. This reading is just going to be long for the sake of it. So we're going to start off with Flip. Oh, my cards fell out of my hand. I'm going to start off with Manon. So I'll have Manon's picture and then I have the girl group I'm talking about's picture. Because I realized that my videos are going to take 5 hours to process whether I like it or not. So this video is going to come out late. Okay? Sometimes I stay up all night trying to process a video because, yeah. Anyway, so we're going to start off with Flo. We're going to do Georgia. How does Georgia feel about, like, what's her perspective of Manon? Let me re-see how. So they want to see how they think about Katseye. So we'll do, let's do each girl group and how they think about Katseye as a whole. So let's do it as the girl group themselves. So how does Flo feel about Katseye as a whole? How does Flo feel about Katseye as a whole? So far we got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Okay. Oh, okay. You know what? Because Flo is, of course, a much more mature, older group. Not mature like mature, but like, oh, okay, it's the urge to sing, but they're more of a older group. So they want to be like with the Queen of Pentacles, they want to be very mother-like to them. They're just like, they want to be very protective of Katseye because they see what management is doing and they want to be very protective. And the thing is, yeah, this is my personal opinion. The thing is with Flo versus Katseye, Flo shows sexiness and sensualness in such a mature and like very feminine way, while Katseye does it in a very, very harsh, like in your face, like, look, we're sexy, come on guys, call us sexy, when in reality they're not even sexy like that. They are pushing it a bit too much, and Flo is a way of doing it so just so minimal, in a minimal way where you're just like, oh, that's so fucking fine. You know who I find so fucking fine? Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, she's so fine. Anyway, they, with the King of Wands, they think Katseye is very bold, and they can tell they are very passionate about being idols and stuff. And with the Chariot, it's like they, like, I'm not seeing this, like, it's not negative the way they're saying it, but like they see like the big powerhouse that is Hybe X Gethin pushing them. Like they think they're always going to be successful. Like they can't really give them positive words like the way they give other girl groups in the scene, because they know that they're going to be successful no matter what, because they have such a big company pushing them. Like I can't even see it in a jealous way. It's like they can just see victory in their path no matter what. But the thing is, yeah, I get the Knight of Wands. It's like someone, I think two of the members, I think two of like all the members think that these girls do anything for that success. And I'm seeing this, so like this card I'm seeing negatively, you know? Like even though it's in the upright, like, oh, I'm shaking. It's like you can see those girls are exhausted, shaking and stuff, but they'll do anything for that success. Like even if they're like super worn out, they will do anything for that success. Like no matter what. Like even like they want that immediate result. And because of that, I get the Four of Swords, where they're like, come on, cats, like come on, like let's take a break. Like you guys are doing a bit too much, you know. Like you're running yourself into the ground type thing. Like they keep telling them, make sure you rest, make sure you rest. And then with the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess, it's like they have a lot of compassion. Like they know a lot about the industry, but they have a lot of compassion for Katseye. Like they even feel bad for them, you know? Okay, and that was how Flo sees Katseye as a whole. How does GIRLSET see Katseye as a whole? Too much. They're trying to get me. Pipe down, the six getting sticky. Indeed, it's getting sticky. What the flip? Tell me how I live. So risky. Tell me if I left the chat, would you miss me? I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. That is crazy. Someone in Katseye has wronged them. Like I think there's a bit of beef. There's a bit of beef with Katseye. Someone wronged someone. A member has wronged someone. There is a bit of beef. There is beef, guys. What the flip? Like they do see each other as like a cute little family with the Four of Wands. Like they're just like, we're in this together. We're based off the same concept. Like, Yeah, I think there was peace. There was peace and harmony in there. But then we have like the cards I've gotten back to back: the Tower, Ten of Swords, the Fool, and then the Seven of Swords. Before I got the Six of Pentacles. Well, to be fair, they were the other way around. But it's like someone has wronged someone here firstly with the Ten of Swords and the Fool. But like, actually, no, not just wronged someone. Like, of course, with the Seven of Swords, someone's lying to them. But like, that's besides the point. With these three cards, it's like GIRLSET can see from experience. There we go. From experience, GIRLSET can see the environment that a cat's eye is in, and they see them as the fool. Like they're gonna fall off the edge eventually, and they think that if something doesn't change in cat's eye's environment, they're gonna be betrayed. They're gonna feel defeated, betrayed. That they're the fool, bruv. Like if it was in reverse, GIRLSET would see cat's eye as the fool that's falling, that they're falling for the bait, you know. But they can see KATSEYE being very whimsical, very happy with their career. But the thing is, yeah, they're eventually going to fall off the edge, and they're just casually watching. But that's why I'm getting the lies. I feel like with the Seven of Swords, they're kind of lying to KATSEYE's face and saying everything's okay because they don't want to tell them that, like, look, yeah, that's you shouldn't be treated like that. But at the same time, GIRLSET is not being treated well either. You know, it's like they can't really give advice when they're in the same situation and they're doing the same thing. You know. So with Miss You is so new that I doubt they have opinions, but we will ask anyway. How does Miss You feel about Cat? Again, Miss You sees Cat as the fool, bruv. They see them as such innocent girls that don't know what they're getting themselves into. High Priestess. Oh shit, the Devil and the Three of Swords. They can see. I'm hearing bratty and toxic in my head. I feel like they see them as slightly bratty, like full of themselves a bit, allegedly. They feel them that they're a bit full of themselves. And like they're addicted to their success. They think KATSEYE is addicted to their success and it'll eventually lead to heartbreak, but they don't want to get involved. Ooh, tea. I might be a bit too loud. I can see my stuff peeking, but you guys said I was quiet. So you're gonna have to keep cope. Okay, let's do Little Mix. Little Mix are a very how does Little Mix I know Leanne loves Manor, but let's see how Little Mix see KATSEYE. Like they don't talk. Yeah, it's like I feel like outside out of mind is was the Five of Swords. It's like they don't talk. I feel like Little Mix are keeping their distance from KATSEYE. They don't want to be associated with KATSEYE, you know? Yeah, they're Knight of Pentacles. They're watching from afar. Like they're being very patient and just focusing on their own life. I think they don't even have an opinion on KATSEYE. The Empress reverse. Yeah, okay, I see. They feel like their success is a bit fake. Like, why are they all over the ads? Like, not really showing off luxury like that, but like showing off that they have brand deals, they have this, they have that. Look, we're number one on like Billboard something something. It's like they think it's a bit fake, and like if they ever interacted, they wouldn't get along. Ooh, tea, guys, it's a bit of tea. And then we're gonna do Say Now, Eight of Swords. Uh, not that they're scared of KATSEYE. It's more like they're scared to interact with them. Not like scared to interact with them. It's like they feel a bit of pressure from how successful they are, and they want to be that success. I'm hearing with management instantly when I said scared of their success. Like they kind of are just like, well, there's KATSEYE, but what about us? I can feel like with all these groups, there's a bit of a stigma. Like, why is KATSEYE famous like that? Like, even if they think positive about the girls, like in the back of their mind, they're just like, why is KATSEYE successful like that? That's a bit weird, isn't it? So I got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They find, ooh, they think KATSEYE is a bit, not stupid, but a bit foolish. And a bit like, the way they present themselves to the media is very, like, they're not media trained. They think, they now think they're not media trained and they're doing stuff in a stupid way. The same with, they also feel the same way as Little Mix with the Empress in reverse. It's like, why is KATSEYE famous again? Like, when they think about it. But like when they're around them or when they're talked about in interviews and stuff, allegedly, they're very careful with what they say. They just choose to be peaceful because they don't want to say what they feel. And yeah, they just, it's like they don't like them like that, you know? By the way, most of these groups are British girl groups, by the way. Flo, Miss You, Say Now, Little Mix, all of them are British. They all have rights, by the way. And then, of course, GIRLSET is made in America, you know? Okay, so we're going to go through each member and see how they think about each member of KATSEYE. Let's start off with Manon. Georgia, how do you feel about Manon? Oh, that's number first. Four of Swords, Four of what? Yeah, it is Four of Swords. Why am I doubting myself? Four of Swords in reverse. Oh, conflict. Five of Wands. Ten of Cups. Oh, wait, no, conflict with the company. Because that's two different types of cards, you know. Okay, so Georgia sees Manon as someone. Oh, I think Georgia must have met up with Manon during her hiatus because we have the swords. What the flip? We have the Four of Swords in reverse. It's like I think she met up with Manon during her hiatus, and that's why we have the Five of Wands. It's like they talked about the conflict she's having with Hype X Geffen. It's like she's kind of she's cautious around her because of the company she's connected with. Yeah, it's talking about isolation and stuff. It's like she's very cautious of her words and stuff, but she really wants to guide Manon. Oh, that's sweet. She really wants to guide Manon. She gave her her words of wisdom. They have a good bond. Like I'm having a feeling that they know each other. You know, like they're really sweet to each other. But I feel like their conversations, like recently or whenever they last met up, were very much like negative conversations. Like it's like I feel like it's Manon telling her, "Oh, I'm so dissatisfied. I regret being an idol." Da 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 da. But with the Page of Wands, it's like she's very optimistic about Manon. Like let's instead of, like let's see how she feels about her deeply, like deep conversation. You know, Knight of Pentacles. Like how does Georgia deeply feel about Manon? Ten of Swords. Not that they're gonna collab, but you're gonna see them together. Something like, she sees Manon as the star. She has hope for Manon. She wants her to stay in the industry, and she has hope that Manon will, like, not that she'll be a singer, but she hopes that Manon will like she recognizes Manon and she hopes that Manon will get into a new phase of work because she does enjoy being around her, and she wants Manon to get justice card. She wants her to get her justice and stuff because it's like she can feel the betrayal, Ten of Swords in Manon. Like it's either Manon, like, it could be Coachella, like, oh, they really wanted to hang out and she got that betrayal card. And yeah, she's just being very patient with Manon. It's clear that Georgia does really like Manon. Let's do Stella, biracial queen. Stella, I think Stella's biracial, isn't it? Yeah, yes. Okay, let's see how Stella views Manon. Oh, okay. Oh, dang. She sees Manon as the fool card. Like, very innocent, very naive. Like, the Two of Cups, like, they do have, again, she does have a warm friendship with her. They do know each other. Like, she does, like, they're close. And she feels a bit, like, Eight of Swords, she feels a bit helpless. Like, it feels like she can't help Manon. Like, she can help her the most that she can. And she can see the hard work that Manon put in, and they have plans, like you might see them together, they have plans of hanging out. Like it's very positive. Flo does have a very positive reception to Manon. Let's see how Renee feels about Manon. Oh shoot. The Tower. Renee and Manon. I think they must have fought or like something, the fool again. A lot of people see Manon as a not idiot, but like what she did as foolish basically. Like they think she's very naive. But I did get the Page of Wands in reverse. Like it's like they must have had a fight, or their friendship is a bit on the toxic side. Not toxic, but like a bit not good. Because like Six of Cups, like they do have nice positive memories together, but something about them two being together, like with the tower, something needs to change in their friendship in order to them to like each other. But like Renee is like she feels a bit bad for Menon. It's like she does have a positive and negative view on her, but she does feel bad for her nonetheless. Like she thinks she's just a bit naive. Like she feels like, oh, she's young. Like isn't Manon older than all of them? I don't know. Okay. Okay, how does Lexi from Girl like we're doing GIRLSET now? How does Lexi from GIRLSET feel about Manon? Why does everyone see Manon as the fool card? What the hell? I've shuffled these cards as well. Lexi had a crush on her. Sorry. I'm just like crush. Like that's what she's free of source. She's upset that she hasn't met her. I don't think they actively know each other. They don't actively know each other. I feel like Lexi has tried to. She really wanted to become friends with Manon, but she has abandoned that plan of being friends with Manon with the Eight of Cups. Is like she wants like that's probably where the heartbreak is. Like they were friends, or I'm suggesting that they was not friends. Like Lexi really wanted to be friends with Manon, but of course that has never come into fruition, and she kind of given up on it. I can tell Lexi has had a crush on her, like like a girl crush. Like I don't know her sexuality and stuff, but she's had like a girl crush on her. Like, but she does see Manon as very naive, free spirited, and she sees her as a girl that breaks the rules and does what she wants. Oh wait, there was a card under this at the same time. Oh wait, no, I already talked about that card. Whoops. Okay, how does Camilla Cabello? I was not gonna ask on Fifth Harmony. I was, but I was just like, nope. How does Camilla feel about Manon? She sees Manon as a dreamer, someone that goes against the rules again. She sees Manon as like not immature, but like young, and someone that goes against the rules. She management. I feel like management has told her something about Manon that she's not supposed to know, like hype, not hype, JYP or something like that. Like management has like they structured Manon not as like as an example, or like like management has said something to Camilla about Manon, or like not to be Manon. Like I'm definitely not saying like definitely I'm not feeling to be Manon, but they said something to her about Manon, which has caused her to be the Five of Cups, like very disappointed. I think they said something negative about Manon to her, so she has changed her view on Manon, which is a bit weird. That's a bit weird. How does Kendall feel about Manon? How does Kendall feel about Manon? Nine of Swords, King of Cups, Tempress, King of Wands, Death card, and Five of Cups again. They're not. I'm hearing they're not friends anymore, but at the same time, it's not the. Yeah, it's like I feel like Kendall's slightly worried for her, or like like that parasocial vibes. I feel like she keeps up with this whole Manon news, and she's a bit parasocial with it, and she's like overthinking it, a bit worried about it. Like, oh, if this happens to Manon, what happens to us? If we stand up against management, what happens to us? Type vibe. And she sees Manon as someone who's a very stable person, like very intelligent. Like mostly about her brand. Like she's very intelligent with the way she presents herself. And Kendall's just kind of like not copying her, but taking motifs from her. Like, oh, okay, if I constantly have this look, everyone will say, oh, this is my look. Like this is like the Manon effect. I want the Kendall effect type thing. She sees Manon as very patient, like very spiritual as well. Like she gets a good vibe from Manon. But with the death card, like how I was talking about the Manon effect, and Kendall wants kind of the Kendall effect. She is going through like a complete transformation because of Manon. She's very much influenced by Manon. She wants to have that kind of aura and vibe. But yeah. So we'll do Savannah now. How does Savannah feel about Manon? Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. How does Savannah feel about Manon? So Two of Pentacles is like, it's weird. Like all of girls that want to be in touch with Manon, like not in a weird way, but she's like seeing the balance. Like she's seeing it from a corporate standpoint. Like, oh yeah, she wants what she wants. But at the same time, da 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 da. It's like she's kind of like seeing how it is. Like I feel like this kind of opened GIRLSET's eyes to management because they're kind of in the same type of boat. Not necessarily, but like they're the same type of boat in a way that they are in a K-pop company under the Western label, you know? With the Six of Swords, it's like she's, she has hope for Manon, you know? Like she hopes Manon doesn't go back to KATSEYE in a type of way. Like she's seeing the hard work that Manon has put in, and she does look up to Manon in a type of way, and she does hope that Manon gets like the good things in life. Like she does want to hang out with Manon. Like she wants to be friends with her. And yeah, that is GIRLSET done. We're gonna do Miss You. So Sophia from Miss You. How do you feel about Manon from KATSEYE? Do you think Sophia thinks Manon's lazy, or like she doesn't have a love for the arts like that group does with the King of the Knight of Cups in reverse? Like she sees the money and the wealth that KATSEYE makes, and she thinks, well, why is she not in the group? She's being a bit lazy, isn't it? Well, that's the type of vibe that she's giving off. Like she thinks Manon would be the life of the party. Like she thinks Manon would be fun to hang out with in a club, but not like a good friend, you know? That's how she views Manon. And she hopes that she gets the recognition like Manon. Crazy. Okay then. If you say so, Missy. Whoa, not the bun lady. How does Ines from Miss You feel about Manon? She thinks opposite to Sophia from Miss You, Ines feels like she feels happiness when she sees Manon, but she also feels like Manon is overworked. Yeah, she feels like Manon's overworked, or like she can tell that Manon's not happy. She can tell that she has like burnout, but she also thinks like not thinks about Manon a lot. Like when she does think about her, she assumes a lot. Like I assume she's like this. I assume she's like this. Like instead of getting the facts straight, like like of course they're like an unknown group. It's not like they can get in contact with Manon, you know. And she thinks that Manon is very materialistic, which doesn't make sense because you don't know her. And yeah, she makes a lot of assumptions about Manon, and clearly they're not positive, even though she does like seeing people like Manon, if that makes sense. Hale, Hale. How does Hale from Miss You feel about Manon? Hello, we only have one card. Or I think that's all she feels about. She thinks Manon's overworked. That's the only I feel like she doesn't care or think about Manon often, or she doesn't know KATSEYE like that. But she's made assumptions about Manon. Like you know when she's like, oh, have you heard about what happened to Dididif from KATSEYE? And she's just like, oh yeah. Like she keeps up with the tabs, doesn't really care about it, you know. And then how does Selena from Miss You feel about Manon? Oh, flip. Fuck, all my cards fell on the floor. That's great. Oh, flip, I'm in jeans. I gave myself a wedgie. That's not fun. Owie. Okay, we got Two of Swords in reverse. She feels like her being on hiatus might take a turn for the worse. It's like I feel like there's a bit of worry in her heart. Like she doesn't care, but like she feels like, oh, she went against management. That's crazy. Like but she does, yeah, because I got the emperor right next to it. She thinks that, oh, fighting with management, that's crazy. Like that's what she thinks about Manon. And she hopes that Manon, with the Hermit, would become more aware of herself and more aware of her environment. Okay, and that is Miss You. We're going to do Little Mix. How does Perry from Little Mix feel about Manon? So, Six of Wands. She's seen Manon on social media. She sees Manon as a celebrity. She feels like she's the center of the attention. She's like the one that brings in the money, the fame. And she feels a bit not happy, but seeing her stagnation, like how Hypex Geffen is treating her, she's a bit. How does she feel about that? How does Perry feel about that? Let me get another card for that. How does she feel about the stagnation? Everyone thinks Manon's the fool again. Who thinks that Manon was a bit naive with her contract? Or like she was a bit too free spirited, and she can see with the Seven of Wands that Manon did put in the effort, like she did put in that fight, like constantly putting out statements and stuff like that. She did put in that fight to stay in the group, but she feels like Manon's gonna go through a lot of heartbreak and stuff in her life, like career wise. I'm like this, like she's in my head. I'm like, this is not the start of it. At least you're getting used to it, you know. How does Jade? I love Jade. Angel of My Dreams is such a banger. How does Jade feel about Manon? She thinks Manon has that charisma. Like she does think that Manon is very attractive. She thinks that Manon is very like she brings in the fans and like she does feel like Manon parties a lot. Not like parties a lot. She's like, you know, the king of the party. Like she brings in that good vibes. But she feels like Manon was too hasty and instantly being I'm instantly thinking of taking the cat's eye off her bio. She thinks the stuff that she's done is a bit too fast. Like too fast for her, like because she's technically still a rookie. Like no one knows her like that because Hypex Geffen never promoted her. Like they only promoted her as the visual, you know. Like she understands with the Knight of Swords that Manon went to seize that opportunity to be successful, but she feels like she's been a bit too hasty with that, you know. Then how like I know Leanne did shout out Manon, you know. How does Leanne feel about Manon? How does Leanne feel about Manon? How does Leanne from Little Mix feel about Manon? Do they talk? Oh, okay. There's not a lot that Leanne knows about Manon. Like she does feel like a bit anxious and stuff for her. But she does see the effort that Manon has put into KATSEYE. But with the Four of Pentacles, she can see the greed in Hypex Geffen. Like she can see the greedy people, and she's worried about it. Like worried about like where is this? Like what is this greed going to lead to? She has good intuition. Like that was next to the greed card. Like she has very very good intuition about what will happen with Manon. And I feel like she has warned her or called her to warn her. Like when they're talking, like I'm sensing, like this is my own intuition. Like I'm sensing that she has called Manon, and every time they have discussions about contract, she helps Manon. Like she stays in contact with her. Seven of Cups. Oh, this was talking about her contract. Like she was like picking at the stuff that Hypex Geffen was telling Manon, and she's like, "Oh, this is a lot of bullshit. This is fantasy, yada yada yada." Allegedly, yeah. They do have the lovers card. That's probably why I have the lovers card. I've been looking at this card, wondering why do I have this card. But I feel like she was helping Manon choose the right path. You know, like helping her do the discussions, which is sweet, sweet of her. You know. Okay, we're going to say now. How does Amelia from Say Now feel about Manon? Oh my gosh, this video is going to be long. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing. It's like, oh shoot, we're already half an hour in and we've only asked one member. How does Amelia feel about Manon? She sees her as a capable girly. Like she sees her very sensual. Like she sees her as like very attractive and like an independent woman, like someone to look up to. She thinks she's very mature. She thinks she's very confident as well, and like she's very intelligent. With the King of Cups. But then she feels like not like she's naive, but she sees her fighting her demons, you know, fighting Hypex Geffen with the Five of Swords, and it's just like what does she feel? Like she feels She feels a bit worried for her with the Nine of Swords in a parasocial way. I feel like all of them are kind of looking like, I think every girl group is kind of looking at the Manon situation and wondering what's going to happen next, you know? How does Maddie from Say Now feel about Manon? She thinks Manon is the Queen of Swords, someone that speaks her mind, intelligent. Like she thinks Manon is hella smart, and she got the Strength card. She thinks Manon can put up a fight. Like they do things very positive with Manon. They think with the Page of Wands that she thinks very like Manon is very optimistic. She does feel like she's restricted, like on how far like her growth can go with the Eight of Swords. She feels a bit hopeless for Manon, like there's no way out from this, you know, because of a man, King of Swords, because of a man, because of the company. Oh, and then with Yessie, I'm gonna call her Yessie just because I don't know how to pronounce her name. From Say Now, I should probably look this up because I just know supermarket guys. I'm sorry, I don't know the members' names. She feels very happy for Manon, like she likes seeing her in the media, and she thinks, of course, the company pays them well. She thinks that she feels like Manon has pushed the image of girl groups to the point where they can be profitable. But she feels like she's overworked and like I feel like she kept up with the Manon situation, but with the Eight of Cups, she's going to stop looking at it because I feel like it makes her upset. So that is everything for Manon. Let's, who do we want to go next? Wait, I'm not even looking at a picture of Katseye like that. Let's see, who should we do next? We'll just pick a random photo and we'll do the next member because you've already done Manon. So I'll just do an OT5 photo. Bam, let's do this one from their Spotify. So we're gonna do Lara next. How does all these groups feel about Lara? Then we'll do Danya. How does Georgia feel about Lara? How does Georgia feel about Lara from Katseye? I've just split my screen and did it in the worst way possible. There we go. How does Georgia feel about Laura from Katseye? She thinks that she's stubborn. Like with the Nine of Wands in reverse, she thinks that Laura is stubborn. Like when they met, she had like a very nice feeling. They were socializing and everything like that. But now, like being around her is a tad bit stressful. Like there was a problem or something pushed Georgia in the wrong way. But she just thinks that she's stubborn. Like she thinks it's because that she doesn't get enough rest, and she thinks that she should take a break. And she was disappointed in their reaction, like in their interactions, like when they interact. Like she doesn't like it. Oh, okay. We got Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Eight of Cups. It's like a transition of like they are no longer going to be friends, or like that she's not going to talk about them. It's like something happened between them, and she just doesn't like Laura anymore. Like yes, they have good memories and stuff like that, but this is the end of a stage. Like this is like she's not gonna like talk about her anymore. Okay, how does Stella feel about Laura? How does Stella feel about Laura from Katseye? So I got the Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, not Knight of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. She thinks that Laura does the actions that Laura takes to do stuff is a bit very like it's too fast, or like she does stuff and she thinks like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that right now, you know. But she thinks that Laura is like she's a business lady and like she's powerful, like as a person, or someone behind her that's pushing her is very powerful. And with the Judgment card, it's like, it's like the stuff that Laura does, it will affect her. She thinks like she's not like judging Laura, but she's like, the stuff you do, like eventually down the line is going to affect you. But like, I don't think there's any hard feelings. I think she does like Laura, to be fair. But she also thinks that with the Four of Swords, that Laura needs to go have a break. Yeah, she needs to have a break. She's doing a bit too much. Anything else? No. Let's do Renee. How does Renee feel about Laura from KATSEYE? The Hierophant. Like, she feels like Laura has a lot of power in what she wants to do. It was a dream for her to meet Laura with the Nine of Cups. Like, she felt like fulfilled her wish, like doing a TikTok with Laura, or like she really wanted to like meet Laura. She feels like there's a like she has a long way to go with the Three of Pentacles. It's like like not like she has a long way to go. Sorry, like she will like continue to achieve what she wants to achieve. And with that, I got the Wheel of Fortune. She feels like Laura is the like ace or like the person to talk to. Like she feels like she's the reason why KATSEYE is successful. But with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords, they don't talk often, or like Laura doesn't go out of her way to talk to her, which kind of makes her feel a bit upset and stabbed in the back because she did put in a lot of effort into their friendship or whatever. And yeah, how does Lexi from GIRLSET, what I instantly get ill, feel about Laura? Knight of Swords, Six of Cups. Clearly they've met as well. Again, Four of Swords, she thinks that Laura needs to take a break. Like Laura needs to rest, she's doing a bit too much. Oh, Tower card. I feel like, oh, it's a lot of like, I want to ask a question, but I don't want to. Let's ask this question in my head first. No, okay, that's fine. So I feel like with the Knight of Swords, it's like she sees an opportunity to talk to her, and like she threw herself out there to talk to her. And then with the Six of Cups, they had like a very positive experience with each other. But then with the Tower, again, I feel like GIRLSET is noticing a lot. If like something about their friendship doesn't change, they won't talk again. And she thinks with the Sun reversed that allegedly, like she thinks that Laura is very arrogant. Like, okay, let's see what she like. Why does she think that Laura is arrogant? Why does Lexi feel like Laura is arrogant? They had a negative interaction, or like something was said very negatively. King of Swords. It's like something was said very like they were fine. Like Ten of Cups, they were fine before, and then something negative was said to her, or something frustrating happened, like something to do with management, which made her like not like her anymore, or like not like to be around her. I don't think there's hate there, but it's like she prefers to not be around her. How does Camila feel about Laura from KATSEYE? The Lover's card. She does feel attracted to, like, she finds her attractive, of course. She, not why in my head I'm like, shoot my shot. Is this romantic? Let's see. Does Camila feel romantically attracted? Yes. Two of Cups. She feels romantically attracted to Laura, allegedly. And she wishes with the Four of Cups in reverse that if she needs to shoot her shot. Like she's missing out on an opportunity. She needs to shoot her shot if she likes her or has like a crush on her. Okay then. Okay then. If she says so, that's cute. Shoot your shot, Camila, allegedly. Kendall. Yeah, I'm not like skipping past it. Like I really would love to read on it properly. But guys, we have like 4 other members left. And I don't want this to be like a 2-hour video because I am not editing that. Sorry guys, if it goes over an hour, I am not editing it properly. Okay, so how does Kendall feel about Lara? Again, for a sword, she thinks that Lara should rest. It's a lot of Four of Cups. It's like, I feel like GIRLSET must have just had a bad interaction with Lara or something, or like they saw her as extremely arrogant because a lot of them just don't want to talk to her anymore. I don't know what she's done. It's like, a lot of them are looking back at how it could have been and they're just a bit upset. But she sees Lara as a very strong person, like a person that does anything to achieve her goals. But she does feel like she should rest. That's the vibe I'm getting. Let's do Savannah. How does Savannah feel about Lara from KATSEYE? Whoopsie. Nine of Swords. She's a bit worried for her. Like, She's upset about something that she said or something that happened, and now she worries for her, and she feels like she should use like more opportunities to talk to her, like post about her, not post about her, but post with her, so that they can get popularity allegedly. Lara's helped her like emotionally. I feel like they must have talked, or like she gave her like some words of encouragement, and like she's forgiven Lara about something. Not forgiven Lara, but she's forgiven something within herself. Why is there Seven of Swords? There's a bit of a they have a secret. They have a secret. I want to know the secret. Oh, is it that Lara's giving her money, or like what is this secret that is between Kendall and Lara? What is this secret? What is the secret between Kendall and Lara? I'm nosy, guys. I'm sorry. What? Huh? Why does everyone have a crush on Lara? What the fuck's going on? Eight of Cups. It's like I don't know. Like something she told Lara a secret, and she now expects the problem to be solved, and she's shy about something. Like she was shy when she told Lara the secret, and what? No, 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 no. I need more context, please. What does that even mean? Okay, let me ask this question. I'm not getting the answer for that question. A secret stays a secret, guys, apparently, and they don't want me to know. So she said a secret to Lara. I confusion. I would re-put on that, but let me re-put on it. I'm so confused. Lara and Kendall. What? They had a fight. Five of Swords. Five of Swords, yeah. They had a fight. But like their personalities don't mix well together. And she told her, oh, they told her a secret which caused a fight in their friendship, and it's just, what? It's okay then. You know what? I'm confused. I'm so confused. That is a reading for another day because I'm so confused. Savannah and Lara. Um, she finds Lara as very intelligent, and she can tell that Lara knows how to make good money. She feels like Lara, like this is her destiny to be an idol, and like this is what she was meant to do. But she does feel like Lara is someone who seeks like immediate results. Like she has like a unhealthy amount of passion. Okay, so this is Miss You. Sophia, how do you feel? Sophia from Miss You, not Sophia from Katseye. Sophia from Miss You, how do you feel about Lara? How does Sophia from Miss You feel about Lara? Again, with the magician, I didn't say the cards last time. Again, with the magician and Ace of Pentacles, she feels like this is like Lara's destiny. Like this is what she was supposed to do. The Devil card, okay. Wow, Eight of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Why is this always like Lara? Who are you lying to? And Three of Swords. Like she does see the toxic management, and I feel like with Miss You, like the vibe I'm getting from Miss You is that they kept up with Cat's Eye, but then they saw something negative or like management is negative, and they all just stopped caring about them. They feel like their image is a lie. Like I might take Miss You out of it because it feels like they're all just kind of like not giving a fuck about Cat's Eye anymore. Like they did saw something very negative and stopped giving a fuck about them. I think I am actually gonna skip them for real in the nicest way possible. So we're gonna just do Flow, GIRLSET, little mix and say now because I don't know. I'm getting a very negative vibe, so I might actually do them as an individual reading when I do that reading eventually this week or next week. Next week is a maybe. Oh, okay. I need to have a water break. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back after like lucky. I sat on my bed and scrolled for like half an hour. Whoopsie. We're doing Lara and we're on Little Mix. How does Perry feel about Lara from KATSEYE? Yes, I took Miss You off because it was, I don't know. I'll do that as another reading eventually. How does Perry feel about Lara? She thinks Lara, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, right? She feels like Lara kind of, she works because she loves it, you know. But she works because she loves it and not for the financial gain. But she does still think that she makes a lot of money, but like she feels like Lara doesn't understand the concept or the business of being a global idol, you know? Like she feels like she's a bit naive and stuff. I got the King of Swords in reverse. She feels like, I don't know. Oh flip, that flew. Like she does have hope for Lara, like for her to change because she's so young. She sees that as the fool as well, like someone who's very naive. But she does feel like Lara is a very powerful person in a bad way. Like she's letting the power get to her head, and she feels like with the Ten of Swords in reverse that she should leave this way behind. But I really doubt it. From what other tarot readers have said, and what I've said myself, is that Lara is going down a bad path. How does Jade feel about Lara from KATSEYE? Seven of Swords. She feels like, allegedly, she feels like Lara kind of not cheated her way to success. I feel like she kind of has like management wise. She feels like she has a bad look on KATSEYE. This is not just Lara herself. She feels like they cheated their way to success, but specifically Lara. Like she feels this for the whole group. Like this is not just individual, but she feels it the most with Lara. And she feels like with the hangman, she is sacrificing a lot to be and have and be this level of fame. And she's just kind of watching from the outside with the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, not King. She's watching this from the outside, and she feels like if Lara ends up changing the way she is viewed, Ace of Swords, or like changing the way she's promoted, she will have more security and financial freedom in the long run. Oh shoot, my phone is charging. Um, Okay, I think I'm on Leanne. How does Leanne feel about Lara? I should do this. Nope, nope, nope. This way. Does Leanne feel about Lara? Oh, flip. Okay. Oh, yeah. She's disappointed in Lara. Like, she's disappointed about something. Something that Lara did, she's disappointed about with the Five of Cups. With all of these cards are in reverse. Let me pull a bit more. I don't know if that's just me accidentally putting them all in reverse. No, these cards are just actively going in reverse. Okay. Again, this one's technically in reverse. Ooh, she has a very negative outlook on Lara. Like on the world reverse, it's like she needs to work on herself. She feels like she needs to work on herself to achieve success. Like she needs to work extremely hard on herself to achieve success. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. It's like she thinks that not like Lara's a snake, if you call it like UK terms. Not that Lara's a snake, or she does this very sneakily in a way that she doesn't like, and she's wasting the resources. Like she's wasting the time in the group to promote herself in such a negative way. Like she doesn't like the way she promotes herself. And then we got the Nine of Wands in reverse. She thinks that Lara's a very stubborn person, but she does have a bit of faith in her in the Nine of Swords. It's like she hopes that Lara changes her ways. It's like there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like it will be such a long ass road for Lara to realize that the way she's doing stuff is not in a good light, but at the end, like eventually when she does, there'll be rewards at the end. And then the magician in the reverse, she just thinks Nara's a bit snarky and like a bit of a liar. Okay, so Say Now. How does Amelia from Say Now feel about Lara? I'm at the supermarket about the flip. Page of Wands. She thinks Lara is a very optimistic galley. Galley. I need to stop saying that. She feels like she is controlled by management though with the Emperor. Like she feels like something in the background is controlling her a lot. Three of Pentacles, she feels like she's very dedicated, very hardworking to her craft. Like she can see that. Yeah, she feels like not Megan. Lara is very. She feels that about Megan too. That's probably why I said her. Like she thinks that Lara has very feminine energy. Like she feels like Lara is very beautiful. How does Maddie from Say Now feel about Lara from KATSEYE? Dang, same cards again. Like Page of Wands and Three of Pentacles. Like she does feel the same a bit. She has good intuition. Like she can see when she not looks into the future, but when she thinks about the future of Lara, she feels like Lara will eventually be very much like she'll look in herself, like finally realize what they're doing to her, like finally realize with the Hermit and then the Four of Pentacles. I finally realize what these greedy people are doing to her. Like she'll finally do like some like spiritual work on the inside and finally realize that everything that these greedy people are showing her with the Four of Pentacles to then the Seven of Cups, like these people are making illusions in her head. And then she's gonna she feels like Lara's eventually gonna break out for a bit with then I have the Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords, and then the Fool. She feels like Lara will break out of this chain for a bit, but then fall right back into it. Like she feels like Lara, there's no escape for you, you know. And then yeah, Yessie. How does Yessie feel about Lara? Say now, Yessie, Lara, Katseye, Four of Pentacles. She can see the greedy people around her. Like she feels like people around her are very greedy. Again, Four of Cups and the Fool. She feels like there's a lot of negative people around Lara. She doesn't like thinking about it, but every time she thinks of Lara, she thinks of the negative. And then she feels like Lara is very naive, like very, very childish in a sense. Three of Cups, the Emperor. She feels like Lara will be successful. It's just the people around her are not good people. Okay, that is everyone for how they view about Lara. Let's do Daniela. Let's itch my neck. How does Georgia from Flow feel about Daniela? How does Georgia from Flow think about Daniela? Ooh, ooh, ooh. This card is gonna be shuffled up by mistake. Okay. So I've got an Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Page of Wands, Two of Swords, the Empress, the Hermit, and then the Ace of Swords. She sees her as very wealthy, like she knows what to do. Like she feels like Lara knows what to do to promote herself individually. Like she feels like Lara will be very successful as a solo artist because she got that head in the game. Like she can see it in the future with the Three of Wands. Like she knows. Like I see her tapping her fingers. Like yes, sister. Like you're gonna be successful without this group. I feel like she's telling her you need to leave this group. You'll be successful. Like boosting her ego a bit. And she's very Page of Wands. She's very optimistic about her. But she does see she does see with what she said about her promoting solo, she does see that eventually there'll be division in the group. Like she will have to make the painful choice of either staying in KATSEYE or leaving KATSEYE, but she does find Lara, I don't know why, Lara and Manon, I heard Manon as well. She finds them very beautiful, like very sexy, like very empowering. But she also feels like Lara, in order for Lara to be this successful, she needs to do some inner work on herself. Noise. Okay, let's see how Stella feels about Lara. How does Stella feel about Lara from Cat? Not Lara, Daniela. Hmm? Oh my god, I've been saying Lara this whole time. But Daniela. Briefly, that was a mistake. All my cards are in reverse. That whole part of what I said about Georgia, that was supposed to be about Daniela, not Lara. Oopsie. Called her the wrong name this whole time. On my days, my cards are flipping in the wrong way. Oh, this is going to be such a long reading, bro. A long reading. Okay, again, Daniela. We will talk about Daniela. Who is it? We're talking about Stella and Daniela, isn't it? Everything I said before was about Daniela. How does Stella feel about Daniela? She thinks Daniela will go so. Okay. Oh. This, no, my cards are not the right way round. So she thinks that King of Wands, that Daniela leads the group. Like she's the one that has the star power. That's what, like currently, and she feels like again, she really feels like with the Judgment card, wherever you take your life, that's gonna depend on what you do. You know, like she's kind of looking at Daniela from afar. It's like I don't think they have a connection. I don't think she even cares about Daniela like that. You know. Yeah, I don't think she really cares about Daniela like that. It's just like, yeah, you do. You just know that your actions have consequences, you know? How does Renee feel about Daniela? She feels like Queen of Wands. She's very, very attractive. Like, she knows how to light up the stage. Like, she's like, she thinks currently that she's the most popular girly in the group. Again, Judgment card. Again, she feels like, you do you. She's just got the same cards as Stella, and I've shuffled this fucking deck. Like she's the leader of the group. Like your actions have consequences, and she does have good memories with her though. With the Six of Cups. What the hell? Why do we get the same shit? The fuck? Mm-mm. Mm. How does Lexi from GIRLSET feel about Daniela? Too much. They're trying to get me. Ooh. Lexi feels like the strength in reverse. That Daniela ruined her image. Or like she's a weakness of the group. She feels like she's very stubborn. Stubborn and reckless. She feels like she does too much. And um, she does feel happiness, like she does like be happy when she is around her, or like she does like try and like comfort her when times meet, or like have positive words to say about her. But in reality, she has no empathy for her. With the Four of Cups, she has very much negative views about her. Like she has good memories, Six of Cups. She has good memories with Daniela, but she mostly thinks negative about her. How does Camila feel about Daniela? Six of Swords, the Magician. She feels like Daniela runs the show. Like she can overcome anything that she wants. She thinks she's very mature, King of Pentacles, very mature, like very financially blessed. Like she feels like no matter what she does, she'll get solo work and that she'll be successful. But she feels like the Eight of Swords, she's restricted herself with the way she can promote herself. She feels like she put herself in a box and she's stuck like that. How does the Magician for Kendall as well? Like she feels like she can do anything. Like she feels like Daniela can do anything and she will still be successful because of management. The Emperor right after. Because of management, she feels like she can do that. She got the Eight of Swords in reverse because of management has given her like new opportunities and stuff like that. And she's like free from her past image. And then I got a Ten of Pentacles in reverse. She feels like Daniela should be careful what she does with her image. Like she knows that because of what she does with her image, um, Nine of Pentacles, she'll be successful and make tons of money. But she feels like Five of Wands that she will be in a lot of conflict and she'll have a lot of drama centered around her because of the way she pushes herself. Goddamn. Okay then. Okay, how does Savannah feel about Daniela from Cat's Eye? Four of Wands. Ooh, she feels a bit insecure around Daniela. Like if she ever sees Daniela, she feels a bit insecure, and she doesn't like seeing. She doesn't like being around her or seeing her. Like when she sees her like in person, she kind of just wants to go home. She's like, I don't want to be here. I want to go home. She feels like she feels like Daniela's a very disloyal person. Like she doesn't have a good view on her. Like she thinks that she's the leader and that she kind of like allegedly like it sounds like she feels like she's a bit snobby, and that she makes her feel a bit insecure. Okay, Little Mix. How does Perry from Little Mix feel about Daniela? She feels like she needs to do some self-reflection with the Hermit. She knows that she feels like money will get to her head. with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. She feels like money will get to her head, but she knows with the Wheel of Fortune that she will be successful. Like, she's in that period, that cycle of her life where she's at the peak, and she'll be extremely successful. But when after this like peak hour, it'll fall back down, and like she'll come to earth, and she'll have a lot of controversies. Like, I feel like Perry does feel a bit bad for her, you know. And then she feels like she could see how where her career will go, and she feels like she should do something else. And because with the way she's going with the Tower, she feels like if there's no change in this, she is gonna be like not in danger, but like her career is gonna be in danger. She's very optimistic about it. Page of Wands. Then we got Knight of Swords. She feels like Daniela kind of throws herself to the next opportunity, to the next, because she desperately wants that like career path, because Knight of Cups, because there's people around her, like men around her, giving her that type of opportunity. Whew, some people it's like so easy to read, and I'm just like spitting everything out constantly. How does Jade feel about Daniela? Again, she's also seeing like Three of Wands, and then like Three of Wands, she's kind of like seeing how her future will always be successful because she's Daniela, and that she's very optimistic about her Page of Wands. But at the same time, she's just like the Tower card is like, if you don't change something about your environment or the way you look, or like something about Daniela, then it's gonna go to shit, you know. Again, with the Knight of Swords as well, she feels like Daniela's throwing herself into every opportunity possible to be successful, you know, and she thinks that Three of Swords, that's going to lead her into like insane heartbreak, and then she wants to get the justice that she deserves. But the thing is that because people see her in this light, they're going to be Five of Swords. They're not going to care. Like, she'll say something, and they're just going to be like, Daniela, you're so sexy, you're so da 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 da. She could be calling for help, and no one will care because, oh, she's Daniela from Katseye, the sexy one, you know. But like, no matter what, like Six of Wands, she'll always be successful. That's how Jade feels. How does Leanne feel about Daniela? Six of Swords, Judgment, Strength card, Ten of Cups, King of Wands, Two of Swords. Okay, so she has hope for her, but like mm, I'm hearing collab, or she wanted to talk to her like through an interview or something like about Daniela specifically. She wanted to do something, but then she was like, yeah, nah. Like, this is like the calm before the storm. She was like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that anymore. And then with the Judgment card, it's like the path you take will depend on how you react to things. Like, that's on you, isn't it? But she does see Daniela as a very powerful person, like mentally, not mentally, yes, mentally, like mentally, she's very strong, and that she will be successful. And it does bring her happiness that she is mentally this strong. She sees not Lara, Daniela as the leader. Like, she's bold, she's very quick, very compassionate with the way she does her job. Okay, Amelia from Say Now. How does Amelia from Say Now feel about Daniela? Temperance card, Judgment card. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. She feels like Daniela is underqualified for the achievements and the praise that she gets allegedly. Like, she feels like she's very childish and very greedy. Like, I feel like, oh, I'm seeing like she's seen content of Daniela, and she's like, oh, she's a bit greedy, she's a bit weird, isn't it? But um, we got the Temperance card. She does feel um like besides like what I just said about the Eight of Pentacles, because that was the furthest card to the right, and I should read left to right. But she does feel like she's a very stable person, and she feels like she's getting what she deserves, basically, with like the stuff, like the opportunities and stuff that she's getting. How does Maddie from Say Now feel about Daniela? I want to take a nap. I'm tired already. I'm low-key mentally tired. Like this is taking a lot out of me. What am I reading on Daniela and Maddie from Say Now? She thinks that Daniela is like a big leader and like she's like King Knight of. Let me breathe. She's King of Wands. She like feels like she's a big leader. She's bold, very passionate, very strong about her job. But she feels like she's the wheel of fortune. She's the one. She's like the lucky one, and she will be like it's like like bells and chimes ringing for her. Like when she walks into the stage, it's like everyone snaps their head to look at her. She feels like she is the one, you know, and she feels like the path she's going, like she will always be like that with the judgment card. And she feels like Daniela will continue to get tons of recognition. I always like mess up her name, Yessie, YC, Yessie. Let's see how Yessie from Say Now feels about Daniela. Justice card, Temperance card is like she feels like Daniela gets whatever she wants and like she's a very stable person. A very stable person. She does feel like that Daniela does rush into things like with the page of the Knight of Wands because she's very passionate about her career and like what she does. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Like she feels like, ooh, she feels like Daniela as a person is a very gossipy person, like a very untrustworthy person. Like she kind of runs her mouth and she feels like she drinks too much, or allegedly, and she feels like she's a bit childish with the stuff she does, and she feels like with the Seven of Pentacles that Daniela works for her name, like she works for the fame instead of the money because she wants like she feels like she's a bit egotistical and allegedly, and she wants like everyone to be calling her name, you know. Okay, so we did Daniela. We're gonna go into Yunche. How does Georgia feel about Yunche? The Emperor, the Magician, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, Six of Cups. I feel like she feels like there's someone who controls her. Like not controls her. Like she feels like no, not someone controls her. She feels like deep down that Yunche has a lot of control over her career. And like she's very professional. And yeah, she's been given some like she's powerful. She's been given that control and then with the magician, she's like she creates her destiny, like she's doing this for a purpose. Like she feels like no matter what, Yunche is gonna get what she deserves. And then with the Two of Swords, it's not like she doesn't like Yunche. She doesn't like the way she runs stuff, you know. Like not that she's like a dictator or anything like that. She just doesn't like the way Yunche like runs stuff for the group. She's kind of like she doesn't like the fact that Yunche is just like yeah, this is just a job. Like she feels like Yunche doesn't have that passion, you know. But she thinks that Yunche is very charismatic. Like she does her job and she does have positive experience with Yunche. She's like she doesn't see the vision with Yunche basically. How does Stella feel about Yunche? Oh shoot. Um, Nine of Wands in reverse. Strength in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing that she just doesn't know Yunche well, or like Yunche refused to speak with her. Maybe because she was nervous or something, and now Stella sees her very negatively because she thinks that she's a bit stubborn. Like she's like not going out her way to talk to her or something like that. Like she feels like her lack of English is a weakness for her. I don't know why I instantly thought that. And she just feels she can tolerate her. Like she tolerates Yunche. She feels like she's a bit of a weak member. Like to be in a group like this. She thinks like she doesn't really deserve to be here, you know. But she feels like with the Ace of Pentacles that Yunche will forever be successful and stuff. But I feel like because Yunche didn't talk to her with the Justice card in reverse, I feel like Stella just kind of has a very, very harsh judgment on Yunche out of stuff. Like out of like You know, like first impressions matter the most. It's like because of first impressions, Stella doesn't have a good vibe of Yunche, but like it's not like it's Yunche's fault, you know? It's like there's a bit of like one sided conflict. It's not like it's Yunche's fault, you know. Let's do Renee. How does Renee feel about Yunche? The Devil card. Two of Wands in reverse. Um, she feels like Yunche has a bit of an ego because of management. Or because of someone is boosting her ego. She feels like Yunche is she's a bit greedy, or she has like some massive ego problem. And she feels like Yunche is very indifferent to what's going on around her because she there's just a vibe she has about Yunche and she doesn't like it. Let's read a bit more. She feels like Yunche has been restricted to the point where you can't even understand her. Like she has no true personality because she's so restricted, and like her hands are tied. Like she feels like Yunche needs to break free and discover herself as the hermit. She feels like kind of like, come on, Yunche, like come on, there's a Bill personality in you, isn't it? How does Lexi from GIRLSET feel about Yunche? How does Lexi from GIRLSET feel about Yunche? Four of Cups, lack of empathy, or like she like not lack of empathy. It's like a bit of frustration with Yunche. It's like she'll show Yunche something and Yunche will be like, that's cool. And then nothing else. Like she feels like she gets nothing out of Yunche. And she feels like Yunche needs to discover herself and find out like who she is as a person because she also feels like Yunche is a bit trapped, isn't it? Like even though she's very hopeful as a person, she's kind of leaving Yunche behind. Like this is kind of the end of like trying to talk to Yunche if she does talk, or like if she sees her from afar. She feels like Yunche is a person that needs to grow. Like everyone that I've pulled on so far thinks Yunche needs to grow. Yeah, she also thinks that Yunche is like a boss or something, or she like has like not special privileges, but she is like very much like run by the company. How does Camila feel about Yunche? Conflict, Five of Wands, Six of Swords, Justice, Seven of Pentacles, the Moon card. Oh, one of my cards are bent. That's not nice. What is okay? Temperance card. How does Camila feel about Yunche? Two of Swords. I feel like they don't know each other like that, but she doesn't have a positive view on Yunche for some. Why does everyone not like Yunche? What did Yunche do? It's like she feels like Yunche has an ego. This is more recently. I don't think you think that Yunche had an ego before, but she's like leaving her views on her behind. Like it's like not worth her. Like it's not her problem, you know. She hopes that Yunche gets her justice, and she sees that Yunche does put a little bit, like a lot of effort into her work and her craft. She sees that she's very patient, and she sees her as the only grounded member, but she's very confused about Yunche. Like something about her confuses her. How does Kendall feel about Yunche? She sees Yunche as the star. I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna be. It's like a lot of the same cards, which is really weird. Like I got the star, like she sees Yunche as the breakout star, but she feels like I feel like who am I reading? Oh my gosh, it's like I'm having brain block right now. What member was I reading on? Camila? Yeah, Camila. Camila feels like she it's like this is not even Yunche, it's like Camila with the eight of wands wants to rush the process of Katseye and see Yunche like break out to be a star. Like she has like four of cups. She has no desire of Katseye. She just wants to see Yunche break out, you know? Like she wants the Yunche to find herself with the hermit. She does not give a fuck. How does Kendall feel about Yunche? Ten of Pentacles. She feels like Yunche makes the money. Four of Swords. She feels like Yunche needs a rest. So she feels like Yunche is the one that makes the business of Katseye work. She feels like Yunche is a bit of a perfectionist, and like the things she like not that like the things that she does it in such a perfect way that she feels like Yunche could never mess up. Like Yunche is the star to be, the star to look up to. How does Savannah feel about Yunche? The Tower card, Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Magician. She feels like Yunche is going to be successful regardless, but she feels like something needs to change about her. She thinks Yunche is boring. She thinks management should change Yunche's style. She thinks Yunche is boring. How does Little Mix Perry feel about Yunche? Does Little Mix Perry feel about Yunche? It's like she doesn't know Yunche. Like, this sounds mean. Allegedly, Perry feels like Yunche is like a waste of money. She feels like Yunche is boring. Like she feels like nothing about Yunche stands out. She just feels like she feels like Yunche shouldn't be in the group. Like something about her doesn't like Yunche. She just thinks she's a bit boring. Like she doesn't stand out. She doesn't have the qualities to be a successful Western star, like Western wise. She just thinks she's just a bit boring. Like she feels like Yunche has a lot to learn and that she needs to like experience other stuff before she becomes like a Western artist because she just thinks she's boring. Eight of Cups, she's like, she's just not interested in Yunche like that. How does Jade feel about Yunche? Queen of Cups in reverse. She she's very gossipy about Yunche. Like she tries to find out the gossip about Yunche because she just doesn't know. I feel like Lil Mix just doesn't understand Yunche. She, like from the gossip she got or whatever nonsense or dishonest things she heard about Yunche, she now thinks Yunche is very arrogant. But I don't know why. Jade, whatever gossip you got about Yunche, what's the gossip that Jade got about Yunche? True or false? It was not true. Five of Cups. It's not true. That gossip is not true. How does Leanne feel about Yunche? How does Leanne feel about Yunche? Is that okay? Okay, was this upright or was this reverse? Wow. Okay, no, okay, we got the devil card. I reshuffled it, that's why. Strength in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse. Of course, she also had gossip about Yunche. And she just feels bad for her in to a certain extent. She feels bad that she's constantly being sexualized like that. She thinks that's kind of disgusting. Yeah, she can't tolerate the nastiness, and she feels like she needs to she thinks the transition from her old style and her new style was done well, but she doesn't it's not something can be right at the same time. Like yeah, she thinks it was done well, but she doesn't like it. It's like it's like that she feels like there's an abuse of power, and she kind of like is kind of letting go of all this force she has about Yunche and kind of just looking forward because she doesn't like it. It's like motherly instinct. Like with Yunche, there's some motherly instinct from Leanne. Okay, let's do Sophia. How does Georgia feel about Sophia? How does Georgia from Flo feel about Sophia from Katseye? Ace of Swords in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. How does Georgia feel about Sophia? Queen of Cups. She feels like Sophia is a great loss to the team. Like she feels like she's a great lot. Not a great loss to the team. Like there's something about Sophia that she's missing, which is making her feel like a bit greedy and selfish. Like like Sophia's missing something. Like the way she does her leadership, she's missing like this one thing, and then it will make her overcome this weird greed and jealousy and like selfishness. Like she can see like kind of through Sophia and she's kind of like, girly, you need to like pick it up for these other girls, you know? Like, yeah, it's like, but she does feel like Sophia as a person is a very sensitive person. She feels like you can feel the emotions with Sophia, you know? Like she does feel like this motherly instinct. She does feel like Sophia is motherly herself, but she just feels like Sophia needs a bit more protection, you know? How does Stella feel about Sophia? How does Stella feel about Sophia? How does Stella feel about Sophia? Two of Cups, she has like a love for Sophia. The Death card, she feels like Sophia has broken through the past or like she has changed. Like I think of Dream Academy to now. She feels like Sophia, I don't know why she feels like Sophia is racist. That came to mind allegedly. And she feels like Sophia has like gone through death, like she's changed as a person and now she thinks Sophia is gonna be the star. How does Renee feel about Sophia? The Devil card. She thinks Sophia's toxic or she has toxic habits. Um, Page of Swords, she doesn't care about her that much because of the fact she thinks Sophia is toxic. She like has a like a like she when she thinks about like when she first saw Sophia, she didn't think this, but like when she first met her with the Ace of Swords, she feels like she has changed her mind about how she viewed her. She does see that Sophia's a generous person, but she just feels like Sophia's a bit of a toxic person and not someone to like associate herself with. How does Lexi from GIRLSET feel about Sophia? How does Lexi from GIRLSET feel about Sophia? She has an intuition about something. She feels like Sophia is a dreamer, like she's very creative, very imaginative, and she just sees her as a free spirit as well with the Fool card. She like feels like Sophia is like innocent, like a free spirit. She feels like she. I'm hearing that she wishes she was like Sophia and like free, which kind of it makes her go through a bit of heartbreak and like Three of Swords. Like she kind of wishes that. I feel like Lexi just kind of like she kind of like sees people that she wishes she could be like. Now she's being like very impulsive and stuff like she's trying to like not be Sophia, but she's trying to take inspiration from Sophia that can be technically a bit negative. How does Camila feel about Sophia? Three of Swords, the Fool. Guys, I am shuffling my deck so much and I keep getting the same cards and that's slightly annoying. Oh, okay. I got Three of Swords, the Fool, the King of Pentacles in reverse. She feels like Sophia is easy to tamper with, like mentally. She feels like Sophia's not mentally strong. Like she's very free spirited and stuff, which can lead her to be like very heartbroken, like in pain and stuff. And she feels like she needs to educate herself on company language. Company language. How does Kendall feel about Sophia? Oh, flip. That card flew across the atmosphere. Where did it even go? Two of Pentacles in the upright. Okay, it flew, bro. Oh, there's two cards. Ace of Pentacles, not Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups. She finds Sophia so pretty. Like she fantasizes about Sophia. I don't know in what context. Like I think like as a fan, she fantasizes about Sophia. It's like a funny thing as well. The way she does it. The way she does it is so weird, and I'm hearing it's unhealthy type fantasy. Like Camilla, what's your problem? You gay? What are you gay? She fantasizes about her so much that she has to quit, bro. It's like at the end of the stage. Eight of cups. She needs to chill, bro. How does Kendall feel about Sophia? I get this to you 9 to 5, 5 to 9. Um. Oh my goodness, sorry. Kendall finds Sophia like as the Empress. Like, can this fantasy card leave me alone? She finds Sophia very sexy, very beautiful. Like she finds her very feminine, and she just sees Sophia as someone who was cheated out on something with the Seven of Wands. But she feels like Sophia is very profitable, and she does think about Sophia a lot. like as a fan in a fan type of context. Not like Camila, but she does like gush over Sophia because she finds her super pretty and like someone to look up to. Savannah, how does Savannah feel about Sophia? Queen of Cups, she feels like Sophia is very motherly, and she like of course looks up to Sophia as well. Like yeah, she has like a all of them have an interest in Sophia. Like she does look up to Sophia as a fan. And she wants to make very hasty decisions. Like she really wants to meet her. No company saying no. I don't know why. They love Sophia over here in GIRLSET. How does Savannah feel about Sophia? She's very she sees Sophia the sun in a very positive light. Like she feels very confident. Like when you talk about her, she feels very confident and like she thinks that Sophia will win no matter what. There's such fangirls of Sophia. That's what I'm seeing. How does Perry from Little Mix feel about Sophia? She's not interested. She feels like Sophia's a very Queen of Pentacles. She feels like Sophia's a very capable woman. Like she feels like no matter what, like Sophia will be very generous, very successful. But she feels like Sophia should go independent or leave the group. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups, she feels like she should leave the group because with the Ace of Swords, she feels like a disaster's coming. But these are more like her inner thoughts, you know. Yeah, these are more her inner thoughts. She's like, well, because I feel like Little Mix kind of keep up with the tabs about KATSEYE, but like they're not like overly obsessed like some fans are, you know. Like she just kind of keeps up with it and sees like how it's going, you know. How does Jade feel about Sophia? Do I want to read on? Something's telling me to not read on Megan. It's a bit weird. How does? Because this might be the last one. Yeah. Something's telling me to not read on Megan or not now. Something's just telling me not now for Megan. I don't know why. Megan, you'll get your cup soon. You'll get your thingy soon. See how Jade feels about. Uh, let's see how Jade feels about Sophia, and then we will end it here. My voice is kind of dry now. She sees Sophia as the star card. She feels like Sophia will be very successful. Like I feel like she thinks Sophia has a good eye for business. She's like very charismatic. Like, she thinks Sophia is very popular. Like I think she sees Sophia the most on her timeline. You know, I think she likes having Sophia on her timeline. Okay, let's do Leanne. How does Leanne feel about Sophia? She wants to make an alliance with Sophia, like she wants to do something positive to Sophia. Like she feels like she wants to help Sophia in some type of way, and she feels like kind of frustrated that she can't help her or she won't get into contact with her. Like there's something that she wants to do with Sophia. And, like this was like very impulsive for some reason, and yeah, she thinks that it will be hard for Sophia to achieve success for some reason. There's something about Sophia, like she wants to help Sophia in some type of way. If she can't help, then she feels like she won't be successful like that. But anyways, guys, my throat hurts. Loki, I've been chatting too much. Secondly, I don't know, there's off vibe with Megan today, so I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother with Megan today. I'll probably do like a short fire on Megan, like eventually. Not today though. Nah. Okay, well, that's it. See you guys next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this long video. An hour and a half. Like, goddamn, it would be long.